These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Marissa Sarback with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The eastbound I-10 has partially reopened one lane at the Gila River Bridge after a morning closure due to damage on the road. The eastbound lanes were shut down at Riggs Road early this morning due to exposed rebar. ADOT says a full closure will be put in place starting at 10 tonight until 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. It'll turn to one lane so crews can make those repairs. Our Josh Cristianto is working on this story, and of course you can see more tonight in our later newscasts. Happening today, Phoenix City leaders discussing what's next after that Department of Justice report on Phoenix police. The DOJ finding Phoenix PD had patterns of discrimination and violated civil rights. The mayor's office says city council will meet in executive session to get legal advice on the report and discuss next steps. Our ABC15 investigators have done extensive reporting on the DOJ report. You can find it on our app and on our website. Another hit for the Arizona Coyotes. Sources telling ABC15 owner Alex Morello is reportedly walking away from ownership of the team with no plans to pursue a future arena. Morello was eyeing the land near Scottsdale Road north of Loop 101 as a new home for the Coyotes. However, that land auction was put on pause recently by the city. The hope was that Morello and the NHL could figure out a way to bring an expansion team back to the desert. But with Morello stepping down, those hopes of hockey returning are now even in greater doubt. Finding a solution for people priced out of the Valley housing market. Today, the Maricopa County Department of Human Services asking for your help as it looks to create more fair housing policies. There are meetings tonight all across the Valley. The locations are listed right there on your screen. These sessions all start at 6 o'clock, and you can also weigh in online. Well, it's no secret Arizona is growing, and mayors around the state are working to respond. Last year, more than 7.5 million people called Arizona home. That number expected to jump to more than 7.6 million people this year. Mesa Mayor John Giles says growth is a good problem to have. It allows policymakers like him to have leverage for transportation funding. Last month, nearly $2 billion came to Arizona through the bipartisan infrastructure law, according to the White House. Earlier this year, we saw Mesa Gateway Airport benefit from this bill when opening a new 30,000 square foot concourse. We asked Giles if any of that money will go towards repurposing a Mesa classic in the Fiesta Mall.
The ship has not sailed on something exciting happening at Fiesta Mall, but I can tell you for sure it's going to be a wonderful mixed-use development developed to the highest standards possible, very high quality retail, very high quality residential. And then there's other great spots in Mesa where I can tell you there's going to be some great announcements for some very exciting projects.
Other areas where the funding will be used include roads, bridges, highways, and electric vehicles. A Tempe hotel could be getting a new purpose. According to the Phoenix Business Journal, the city's considering a proposal to provide more housing for ASU students. Now, if it's approved, the housing would replace the Moxie Hotel. The hotel opened near Rural and Apache Boulevard in 2016, and it was the first Moxie-branded hotel in the U.S. If you and your pet need a place to cool down this summer, Petco is offering a place to go. The company is using store locations as cooling centers. Petco leadership saying leashed pets of all breeds, shapes, and sizes are welcome in the stores, and pets and their families can get shade and AC as well as water. No purchase is needed. There is nothing more important or expensive than taking care of your health. But in a medical system with labor shortages and long wait times, getting an appointment can take months, and getting a simple diagnosis can sometimes seem impossible. Scripps News correspondent Lindsay Thies shows us new technology that's letting people feel more in control of their own health.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We do expect the rain chances to continue on Wednesday. They'll be on the lower end, though, only 10%. Otherwise, sizzling in the morning with temperatures starting off in the lower 90s here in the valley, heating up to 104 at midday and calling for a high of 111 here in the Phoenix metro. But look at futurecasts throughout the day tomorrow. We're going to hold on to those isolated rain chances, but they'll favor areas mainly across eastern and northern Arizona throughout the morning and afternoon. But here in the valley, rain chances not as promising, at least for Wednesday and essentially the rest of the week, too. Temperatures, though, statewide will begin to warm back up. We'll be in the mid-80s in Flagstaff, same in Heber and Show Low, 88 tomorrow, 98 in Globe, and 110 plus as you head to the valley and across western Arizona, including Quartzsite, Lake Havasu City, and Bullhead City, too. 7-day forecast showing temperatures hovering around 110 for a while with those lows in the 90s. Meanwhile, in the high country, we'll keep highs in the 80s with those rain chances anywhere from 10 to 40% all the way through next week.